tell me about this Batmobile.
There's this guy who dresses like Batman. He's a firefighter down in Florida. And he dresses like Batman in his spare time and visits children's hospitals.
Do you have an idea what it's going to look like? Is it going to look like the 80s Batmobile? Is going to be a whole different thing?
Completely custom, straight out tube chassis, the front to back. Right now we're looking at Hellcat, but it's going to be mid-engine. We're going to be coming off of that, just nice transmission, short little shorty drive shaft into an independent rear. I want 26 inches of suspension travel. Airbag completely flat, pancake out. I want her to stand up. 24, maybe bigger inch wheels, like a Matchbox car. And I want it so it has that flex. You got your midsection, so you got your driver cockpit up in the middle. I'm thinking Grand Tour.
You got it, you got it. Come on, Joe.
You know those epoxy wood pour tables? We're going to make a bunch of little wood pieces and shine light up through with glow trim. You know Empathy, the little street rod?
Yeah.
That was built after my best friend that killed himself. He built a machine, like a CNC wood mill, we're going to use to make a lot of the pieces on the inside, all the little intricate cutouts that we're going to cut out in and through. And it's at his dad's house, and his dad's on the team. Yeah. We're actually going to use it to make shit for the charity.
Yeah, you painted something on your roof for him.
Like if Bruce Wayne was going to get a car that he wanted to cruise to California, what kind of Aston Martin would he kind of get? Yeah. So on the outside of the body, remember how we used to hide taillights? Well, they got TVs now. Why can't I make the entire car digital? So I could be like, happy birthday, Ryan. You know, and he rolls out, oh, it's Batman, car's up the name. Thinking of more of a marketing ability for him. The seats, we got to make it so he can be cool in the suit. That suit's fucking hot as piss. We're also looking at getting a cooling system in some of the suits. The passenger seat, we want to kick out. It's going to hydraulically come out and kick sideways. Have a place for the kids' feet. And when we bring them back in, they got electronics to play with. They got joysticks. We got a guy that's talking about putting HUDs on the windshield because we're looking at putting bulletproof glass in there. So then we can actually put a virtual bad guy world. Kind of like mixing technology with everything we got.
A very optimistic project. What does he drive around in now to go?
Nothing. I'm going to put him in my street rod Empathy. My question to you is, what would you do to build a Batmobile?
I would just do something original and then make it Batmobile-esk. Whatever that means, I don't know yet. What's the Batmobile where it had the giant wheels? They built this fucking crazy, like, 6-wheeled contraption. I like that because it was completely different. It was just crazy contraption they called the Batmobile. I kind of loved that because all the others essentially kind of looked the same. You gotta kind of make it look like a Batmobile somehow, but I don't know. That's a good question. You gotta have like a 57 Chevy type fin situation out back, something like that, I think.
We were actually talking to a guy about putting an active arrow on the car.
You got a pretty good list of all the stuff you have planned already. I just think for the body, I would do something different that hasn't been done a billion times already. The 1980s one or whatever, that car I've seen 10,000 times. I think it'd be cool to do something completely different, kind of like an homage to it, but not a copy. You know, everybody's seen it. Like, I like the big wheels and stuff like a Matchbox car because it can't be. There's no point in making it look like anything you've ever seen before. But I don't know. It's a good question.
That's where I'm taking inspiration from that one you mentioned and the Keaton. And kind of like a blend, but more modern. We want to light up the edges like Tron with that.
Oh yeah.
When we're doing the fiberglass.
Yeah.
Put that right in the edge, so we have glow trim, so it's just like bong.
Yeah, that's
one of the top 3 words I got is cartoonish. I want when a kid sees it, they will never think it's something else other than what it is. I want it to be nasty. Like I actually thought like twin turbo LS. But like baby turbo.
Something that's loud and fun, but still you can drive it every day. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the back end right off at the back tires. Yeah. Like they do a supercar, and then run all the exhaust to the middle. We're gonna make it shoot fire.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what Batmobile would do.
I want to balance that function and form with the fun.
I like the project. I think it sounds good.
I want as many people that are creative. You create weird things. You create fun things. Yeah. You go in your mind. You're like, what can I? This is what I want to do. I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah. We're doing the same kind of feel.
Yeah, I like that. I like that because like a guy that does a restoration, he's never cut something because he wanted to cut something in his life. He's always done it the exactly same way. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of like, hey, maybe we should change this or change that. I think that's how you need to do it, going into something completely custom like that.
Like a rock crawler, you get a tubing bender,
exactly,
go to town.
Yeah, like a race car chassis, essentially. They build 1,000 of those a fucking year these days. So that's the easy part.
We even got
mid-engine might be a little interesting, but yeah.
And it's just engine and train, just like your normal front-engine car. Back it up.
Oh, yeah, just that little drive shaft.
Well, the differential's not going to move because then you got your independence coming off.
We had like an 8-inch drive shaft on a trike I built. People thought it was something it wasn't. I said, no, it's just a tiny fucking drive shaft.
And you could even get it down to where you just had one U-joint between the rear end and the transmission and it's all.
Yeah.
It's just like
that's kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of like that.
I want it to get that vet nose where when you're looking down, you kind of got this presence. Yeah. I got to have one cool person subscribe.
Who is son of a Fink and what are we doing? Aaron, when it's ready, you tell me when. I feel bad. I thought I actually already was. There we go. All right, I'm in. God damn it, they got me. Here, we'll even comment on one. Can YouTube save Batman? I'm being blackmailed. That's what I'm gonna write right now. I'm being There we go. Now we got continuity between both of them. Perfect.
To me, it's a great deal.
You came out great. Yeah, you came out good. I paid for more, I'm sure.
Ding. This is the greatest thing that I have ever seen. Out of everything that's on the internet, this is the best thing that has ever existed.